Are you chronically ill or just sick? And how do you know the difference? Let me break down for you what the differences are and how you can get into your body in a way that feels safe, empowered, and in your full sovereignty. What does that even mean, right? Okay, so there is a lot of hype going around burnout, chronic illness, inflammation, and maybe you don't even know how to identify if this is happening in your own body and this is your own experience. And I want to share with you that I've been there and I want to break it down for you what the differences look like. So how you can identify if you're chronically ill or just sick for an extended period of time. Chronic illness is going to look like 9 months, 10 months, 11 months, a year or more. Some people say a year or more. I think at a 9-month mark, if you have been habitually sick, meaning you're getting head colds all the time, you're in and out of the flu, you've been sick often, extended COVID even, then I want you to know that your body is struggling. You are likely extremely dysregulated. That is the first system of the body, your nervous system. That is why they call stress the greatest killer, because stress and your nervous system are directly related. If your body is already under chronic stress, it is not going to be able to ward off sickness. Your nervous system is 1/3 of what makes up your immunity. So I want to share with you how you can move back into your body being your own personal medicine, how you can learn to work with your immunity to feel better than ever, and how you can feel like I'm taking back my effing life. So I have been through burnout once before, and I was chronically sick and extremely inflamed a second time. Now, when you go through big life experiences, whether that looks like a trauma in the family or a personal trauma, or maybe just a big life change, selling and moving out of your home that you've lived in your whole life, or a divorce or loss of a child. There's so many different things as humans that we have to move through, and a lot of them create an intense amount of stress. Now, if you're already stressed, meaning you're working a lot, you're not getting consistent rest, you're on screens all the time, you don't know how to take good care of your nutrition because you're eating on the go all the time, you're not drinking enough water, staying hydrated, and you're living off caffeine and coffee. There's so many ways that we induce stress on a physical level without even realizing it. And so then when we are confronted with getting sick or other things in our life, we're not able to manage them because we aren't at a stable baseline to begin with. So, chronic illness is going to be, I no longer know my baseline. Chronic illness is going to be like, I can't manage the way I feel in my own body. I can't show up for things. The only thing I can do is work because it pays my bills. Or maybe you're even at a point where you can't even work anymore. Yeah, you're chronically ill. And there are different kinds of illnesses where the medicine I'm going to provide you can be really supportive. And there are other illnesses where that is the illness, that is your condition, and the tools will support you having a better lived experience, but not all illnesses are treatable 100%. However, managing your illnesses or moving out of chronic illness and inflammation is possible based on working with the superpower of your vagus nerve, aka your nervous system. Why? Your nervous system is one of 3 parts that builds your immunity. So if you can get yourself regulated, now that's a very buzzy word right now. Regulated means that you are able to bring yourself to a baseline that completes stress cycles and takes you out of a state of stress or trauma response, right? Fight, flight, fight, freeze, or fawn. That's where that comes from. If you get stuck in a stress response where you can't take action, or you just feel like you can't do anything, or you're stricken with overwhelm and stress and anxiety all the time, we want to complete that stress cycle. We want to take you out of that trauma response, and we want to bring you back to a baseline of calm, soothe, regulated, right? Nourished, rejuvenated. Now, how do we do that? By learning how to work with the superpower of your nervous system. There are a lot of tips and tools that you can work with in order to find your baseline. Now, a good way to sense your baseline is, how do you feel when you wake up? How do you feel when you go to bed? Are you overwhelmed? Can you barely handle it? Are you staying up all night watching TV because you feel so overwhelmed by the day that's coming next? Or are you binge eating late at night because you can't manage the emotions or the experience that you're feeling inside of your body? If these are what feels true for you, then I want you to know finding a pathway towards regulation by using the tools that I offer can really allow you to feel like you're taking back control of your life. As someone who has healed burnout themselves and chronic illness themselves and massive inflammation themselves, I'm here to tell you that there are free, accessible tools from your own body that can nourish you and nurture you back to a baseline of feeling effing good. And I am committed to sharing this with you so that you know you are not crazy. You feel effed up. You feel sick and tired. You're so tired of feeling sick and tired. I remember that specifically. I remember saying that over and over again. I'm so tired of feeling sick and tired. And I'm here to share with you that if this is the way you feel, then say yes to learning these tools. Say yes to learning all the information you can on the nervous system, and continue to watch my videos. Go ahead and click like and subscribe. Get on my newsletter. I share so much information for free. I offer a free toolkit all the time. Anything you need to know to say yes to your nervous system, to say yes to empowering your immune system, I'm here to share with you. I'm here to serve you. Thank you so much.